I said young men should not be forced into altruistic service. And you say, you paraphrase into young men should not be concerned with others. If you want to take it on a broader formulation, the way you formulate it, I would say yes. I do not believe that young men should be concerned with others primarily. I believe that every man should be concerned with himself and with his own development into the kind of human being that might be fit to live in a society with others. Specifically, in the context we're discussing here, we're talking about a man's formative years of his life, the college years. He is not yet properly developed. He is not in a position to undertake to help others, taking you now at the best possibility and taking this motive as sincere. A young man should first become the kind of man who can help others, if that is what he wants to begin with. On the wider question, should that be the goal of his life? No. Should that be his moral duty? No. If and when he can afford the time, the concern, non-sacrificially, meaning not sacrificing any more important interests of his own, then it is not wrong for him to be interested in others. No, but by that time, what he should do is hire social workers for the purpose and contribute the money. So that what should the poor people do who are undeveloped, as you say? Incidentally, as you probably know, I do not believe that they are social victims. I do not believe that environment conditions man, because if it did, mankind would never have survived. The worst type of environment here is luxury compared to what the rest of the world lives in. And therefore, if man cannot rise out of poverty in this country, they couldn't survive in the rest of this globe at all, because the conditions there are infinitely worse, materially, spiritually, every other way. Therefore, I do not believe that the poor in this country are victims of society. But this does not mean that they're all necessarily and deliberately evil. They may be victims of misfortune. They may be the so-called deserving poor. Then what should be done about them? Voluntary charity by those who can afford it non-sacrificially. And there certainly is enough money for that in this country, given very generously and too generously. And then such a charity organization can find and hire professional social workers. It is not the job of a young power luster or a young sacrificial altruist to be concerned with helping others when he himself is not yet a formed individual.